What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of our Create Astral series. You guys have blown my freaking mind with how much viewership we've had on that first video. As of right now, it's sitting at 1,000 views, which is ridiculous because the video's only been out for like 4 days now. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. I just wanted to give you guys a little thank you for all of that. That is very, very kind of you. And I've gotten a lot of helpful comments on that last one, so hopefully this one will go a little smoother and you guys will really enjoy it. We were going to build over there. If you guys remember, I started plunking down some planks for a house. However, obviously we're not doing that. We're going to build inside the mountain base, I think, this time around. As of right now, it doesn't really have much in here. Just a couple furnaces and some building block drawers. Extended drawers is really funky. I'm not super fond of it, so we probably won't use it for very long, but at least as of right now it gets it out of here. And we got our little tinker stations over here. That we probably need to upgrade to... Oh, that's interesting. Continuous crafting, interesting. But yeah, we're probably going to upgrade that to a project station. I did build this little thing down here. It doesn't really do much as of yet, but we'll go ahead and take a little jaunt down just to see what's down here. So I'll see you once we've hit the bottom. We haven't made it quite to the bottom yet, but we did find this really cool cave system. I actually did end up in here a while ago, obviously, because I have torches over there. But if we go just around this corner, there's a whole friggin' house thing over there, underground, which is kind of the same over there. It's got one of those, but there's also lots of mobs, them wanting to waddle their ways on over here. Also some witches and creepers. So we'll probably explore this place later, just not right now. Anyway, back to the bottom. Alright, here we are. So what we got here is just a little cobble gen. However, this cobble gen, obviously that was diorite. It also makes stone, makes cobblestone, typically makes cobblestone. There we go, andesite, which is what we need a lot of for doing Create stuff. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure Create uses a lot of andesite because I know there's andesite casings and whatnot. I believe I said in the previous episode, I don't know much about Create or really Ad Astra. But I was really interested in doing this pack because it's not going to help me learn the vanilla Create or Ad Astra stuff or whatever, but it will still be a good little taste of it and whatnot, and we can still make machines. I believe the machines still work pretty much the same way. Alright, so last time we went through all the fun FAQ stuff that a few people didn't care for, which is fine. We're not going to be too heavy in the quest book this time around. However, I've gotten this all done except for, as you can see on the right side just above the pickaxe head there, we need 10 ingots. I went ahead and cooked some up in there already, so now we can go ahead and just say, hey, this is done. So now we can move on to the andesite world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glance over this really quick and figure out where we're going to go from here. So I'll be right back when we're done doing that. Alrighty, we are back. I have set up a whole bunch of things that I think we can potentially get around to in this episode. These are all the quests, so I think we can probably make it to about here today, hopefully. Funny thing, various stone generator. Me reading in the recipe books apparently got me this quicker than the quest book did. I do want to get a basket because that'll make the water not flow around all over the place, which would be really nice. However, we need bamboo for that, so I'm going to have to go out and journey forth and find all that fun stuff. And then I also need to get straw, which is with rice and a cutting board. So that's a whole thing that we won't probably get to this episode. I'll do that in between, I believe, just to upgrade the cobble gen down there. But first off, we're going to start with bronze ingots and, what is this, andesite compound. So we'll go ahead and start with those. We need a smithing table, which means we need iron and just some planks, I do believe. So we'll grab that really quick. Smithing table can go here, that'll be fine. And then we need tin and copper in the smithing table, so if we just do, I believe it's that, we can make some bronze ingots. So we'll go ahead and make, we'll make 10 to begin with, sure. And I will go ahead and take some of this copper and go ahead and throw it in here while we're in the midst of other things. So that got us that, so now we need bronze sheets, which means we need to press it somehow through the stone cutter, which is stone and iron. So I guess instead of doing that, I really need to run some stone through there. So let's do that really quick. Some of this junk out of our inventory. So let's go ahead and wait for that to cook up really quick. And just like that, we got our stone cutter. Woohoo! This guy can go somewhere once we wake up from the night time. I obviously spent quite a bit of time reading that. I guess we'll put it there. Definitely seems safe. You just like try and get out of the bed going that way and saw you right in half. So I think we just need sheets. If not, well, we'll make more bronze later. So we got that and that. So now we need some of this compound. So I'm going to take the tin nuggets, I believe. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we need some andesite, which I should have somewhere. Yes, we'll go ahead and just take a stack of that. And we'll take a stack of clay. And we'll just make... Oops, I wanted pretty much as much of that as we can. The shift clicking into here is really weird. It does work. It bugs out a fair bit, looks like, which is fine. And then I think we just smelt that stuff. Yep, which is great because that copper just finished. So we'll go ahead and wait for that to smelt up and we'll be right back when that's done. And there we are. All right, so next up, we've got some cogwheels and shafts that we need to make. Hand crank, and then some wooden platforms, all of which I have saved over here already. So we'll go ahead and we need 2 sets of those, so I should have shift-clicked it. So we got that, and then we just need 1 set of shafts, and then we need a hand crank, and then we need wooden platforms. So we actually need more andesite alloy. What are we low on with the alloys? Was it the tin? Yeah, it had to have been the tin nuggets. That's fine. Put that out. And spread that one out. Inventory is not doing what I want it to do, even with mouse tweaks. It's acting kind of funny. I guess I'll just split it. It'll be a little waste of coal, but whatever. It's not too bad. So I'll go ahead and wait for that to cook up again. And I believe we needed 2 sets of those, and we're actually out of planks apparently. That's fine, easy peasy. So we'll go ahead and get those. So that's a couple quests done already. Look at that. We're only, what, 10 minutes into the episode, and we've completed a whole bunch of stuff already. So we actually get some extra create components there, get some food, and we double up our stock of that. So andesite casing. So we need to strip any log with an axe, right-click it with the andesite alloy. So what we're going to do is we're going to empty some inventory space, because got a ton of crap in my inventory. That helped a wee bit. That should be good. So now we're going to take, we'll probably want a few of these, so we'll go ahead and just do that. Strip all those down, and then we'll take, that's tin ingot, not andesite alloy. There's the andesite alloy. Then we just pan boop. And I think just mine them up with the pick. At least for now. Alright, nice. Millstone's probably the next thing we want, so we need casing, cogwheel, and some diorite. Easy peasy. Where's my millstone at? There we go. Let's grab that guy. And I feel like this is going to be probably a pretty good, or pretty used contraption in the beginning. So I'm going to look and see what all we can do with the millstone really quick and go from there. So there is quite a bit we can do with the miller. So the main thing that I saw that we can do with it is we can get nether quartz at a 25% chance from diorite, and that sounds pretty good to me because I'm sure we're going to need nether quartz for stuff, but this way we can actually spin it. We have a fair bit of diorite over here, so I could go ahead and that's how I use it apparently. You just throw it in there. To it appears so. Can you tell that I have not played Create before? And then we just sit here and right click for hours and hours and hours on end, and hours. Embrace the grind. So I think that was the first chunk of diorite that finished out of the 9 we put in there. It takes forever. It's not a quick process. I believe we could actually speed it up if we used a large cog instead. I believe, anyway. Or I just can't put enough. No, that should speed it up a fair bit. So if we just control... I don't know how you're supposed to tell when it's done doing what it's doing. But yeah, I can speed it up this way. I'm obviously not going to sit here on camera and do that forever, but we have gotten a little bit more done. So we need to obtain 16, which means on average we would need a whole stack of diorite, potentially, to get that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on. We're going to get the mechanical press, move on to bigger, better things. I should already have all the things for that, so we got that. And then we also need the depot, and I think that's basically all my andesite casing now at this point. which is fine. Advancement, so we can power a water wheel. I don't have quite all the things I need for that, but that's just because I don't have enough planks. So now we've got a water wheel. Oh, hey, look at that. We did get some quartz. Nice. And it is still daytime. It is just raining, which is fine. But we could come out here, grab a little bucket of water. Actually, no, I want to leave my little waterfall. Go ahead and take from right there. That'll do. And then I really need to come up with a better way to get up here, apparently. We'll make a mess with cobble for now, I suppose. So we'll go ahead and do this, this. Perfect. Looks hideous now, but whatever. So what we're going to want is a little section over here to set up our water wheel in, because we want to keep the water contained. We don't want it spilling everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and dig out just a little more. I dug out enough so that I could fit some of the milling stuff in just to show you guys what was going on. But I'm going to go ahead and dig out a little more, and we're going to get a water wheel set up so that we can automate some of this grinding stuff, because that's no fun. Alrighty, we are back. I have dug out a little space. One of the quests actually gives you more water wheels for making water wheels. So I got 3 more just for making one, which is awesome. And then obviously we can make a bigger one, which provides more stress units, and thus can power more stuff, but we're gonna stick with this right now because I don't have room in here for a large one. But now we have this guy. So this is the mechanical press, and that down there is a depot. So items thrown onto the depot will stick onto it, and the press will very, very slowly smush, and very, very slowly come back up. Then you can right click and say, hey, I've got an iron sheet now. We need 10 of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to split that, and we're going to do the other 9. So again, just toss those on there. And very slowly, this guy will bonk. And I think it does 1 at a time. That's too slow for us. We ain't got time for that. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this. What we need is the large cogwheel. And we're going to have to adjust a little bit on how we place this stuff. I suppose that'll technically work. And what we'll do is we'll actually do a small... Nope, give me that. We'll do a small up here like this. And so we just got the advancement, shifting gears. So as you can see, this one's turning pretty slow. But this one speeds up a little bit. So that's pretty nice. So we got... I believe it's doubling the speed every time you do that. So now what we can do is we can take our mechanical press, plonk him on there like that. Go ahead and grab this. All this fun stuff. We'll plop this depot right under here. And again, we need to split the stack and then just toss that. Now, it's not super quick with that, but it's a little faster, which means that I don't have to sit here off camera and wait for all this to go. Alright, we've got our 10 iron sheets now. And as you can see, I've went ahead and cleared out this little area, because I went ahead and just made the larger water wheels so we can have more stress units. However, that's not going to fit there, and if you try and put it there, well, it clips horribly, so I need to make a lot more room for this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out an area for at least one of these guys. And we're going to do some more speeding up of the mechanical press, because that thing is pretty dang slow. So I'll be right back once I've gotten that all settled in, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, here we go. I had a little bit of issue with water falling back onto the wheel and it breaking them, so I just put some cobblestone in a couple places above there. So we have the same setup now, so we could just come straight off over here and set up our machines again and all that fun stuff. However, this is still pretty dang slow. So what we can do is we can actually take this andesite casing, clamp it onto there. So now what we do is we take another large gear, and now you can see this one's spinning quite a bit faster than this one. But we can take this one, and now these ones won't actually connect. So this gear is locked in and will not connect with this, even though it kind of looks like it does. It keeps it from connecting, and now we have much more speed coming out of here. So if we just go ahead and bring a couple of these over this way, we can go ahead and dig back down into here, grab our depot and mechanical press. So we just grab the press, plop it onto there, grab the depot, and just for testing, again, not super fast, but we're doing way better than we were with just coming straight off of the water wheel. So now we've got all that fun stuff done. We've got our iron sheets, so we got a smoke tank. Oh, look at that, more andesite casing. Perfect. So now Iron pickaxes apparently won't let you mine diamonds anymore, which is funny. Oh, that's the title of my video. Creative. Haha. I was already planning on using that one. So we need to make an iron pick so we can get gold, however, because we need golden sheets for making the wrench, which is basically a necessity for Create mod. However, once we get to mechanical drills, we can actually make those now, and we could start mining out diamonds with these mechanical drills. They're automated, so what we can actually do is down there, if you guys would remember, we have a cobble gen. I'm actually going to eat this. You guys, I'm really hungry. We have that cobble gen down there. So we can set up a drill to mine that automatically and put it into a drawer. Probably one of these ones, because there are quite a few things that'll come off of it. As far as I'm aware, you can get diorite, andesite, cobblestone, and regular stone. So one of these might be okay. Might. I'm not sure. We might just see if there's a drawer controller, because typically there is. So drawer connector. Connector? No. Connector, I guess. What is interesting? Drawer. Shadow drawer. Alright, well I need to look into see how this mod works because it's kind of funky compared to... I'm used to either functional storage or just the drawers mod, not extended drawers. So this one's a little finicky. You can't just like right click on there. You have to have an item in your hand and then spam click the right click button to store all the stuff in there. It won't just do it if it's in your inventory. I'm clicking so fast and moving my mouse all over the place and I still can't get it to go in unless there's something already in my hand. And then it goes up. I don't know why. It's funky. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see what else we can do. So we can go ahead and get this pick. That should be pretty easy now. So let's... I don't believe it's a Festus one. We do need sticks. Easy enough. So do that, and then that. So that gives us an iron pick, so we can start mining a few more things. Not a ton, but a few. We could also go around and get some iron armor if we so desired. I believe it's made out of... So they're made out of sheets instead of just regular iron ingots, which is fine. Like a hopper, but super vertical. We're not going to do a whole bunch of reading if we can help it. Got one out of that. So let's see, what else can we do? I can go down and look for some gold really quick so we can get the wrench. That's another quest we can knock off the list for today. Probably... Let's just get the chutes. Easy peasy. Nice. They pull in 16 instead of just one. Definitely invest in some chutes. Perfect. We just did. So we got some case fan, mechanical saw, mechanical mixer, mechanical drill, and rolling mill. So that one makes the wire and stuff, not like the millstone over here. That is fine. Let's see. Yep, I think my next step is going to be getting some gold, and then we will... We're almost to this. We need to mix grout, which is interesting. But we need zinc and andesite alloy with some gravel, and we get a grout. And we need a 32, so we need... What is that, 4 sets? 4 sets of that stuff, so not too bad, and it gives you a lot of extra create components, which is awesome. Gold it is. I'm gonna go dig around for probably 30 minutes not finding any. So I'll see you guys when we got that and we got the create wrench. See you in a second. I don't know about you guys, but I think the combat music goes pretty hard. I had to take a second to recalibrate. Anyway, I did find some gold, so we shouldn't have to wait too much longer for me to be actually back, but I thought you guys might want to hear the combat music. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, we are back. We found 4 gold. I'm gonna smush 3 of it. I'm going to keep 1. I don't know if I'm going to need it for something else, but we should be able to get the wrench after that, because all I need is a stick, which I have, and then the little cogwheel, and that should be it. Boom! Alright, that'll be our create wrench. This is basically the lifeblood of create. So what you can actually do is you can just shift right click, and it'll auto break stuff and put it right into your inventory. Super, super nice. Alright, let's see. Anything else that we can get to? So it gives us a few more cogwheels, a few more shafts, which is awesome. Mechanical drills, probably the next thing we want, which I might already have all the stuff for that as it is. Alloy, that, and then it was iron sheets, right? I'm gonna grab both just in case. So we'll go ahead and make a drill. It's a nice little doodad. And then you can also use the wrench to rotate stuff around. There we go, just like that. And then, of course, if we wanted to, we could slap a hand crank on the back of this guy. And honestly, it's not super slow. The only slow thing about it is having to pick it up and replace it every time. So not the most effective way to do things unless we are going for obsidian or diamond. That'll be really nice. Okie dokie. So we got some chocolate pie. So now we can go for diamond and we can get an enchanting table. So we're actually really close. So we need a mechanical mixer, which needs a whisk, andesite casing. That should be... I might have enough for that too. I just need crap to get out of my inventory. Let's see. There we go. That should clean up a little bit of space. We're gonna attempt this guy. Looks like we might be able to do it. Nice. And then what was the other thing we needed? We needed a basin. So we are just shy on the andesite alloy parts of it, which should be easy enough because we could still just do a handful more of that. Clay, and then we'll just pull all the andesite out for the moment. Uses, I want 10 nuggets, yes, do that. I wanted all of them as 10 nuggets, thank you very much. Uses, back over to here, nope. It moves up when you actually have the recipe. It also helps if I shift click. There we go, jeez. So now we gotta cook that stuff. So we'll just toss half in there, half in there. Move that guy out of the way for just a moment. And that should be the basin now. So we just need that. So now we can do mixing. So we haven't done this yet, but you can hold W on create components to ponder, and it'll tell you what stuff can be done. So this says I can hold fluids and items. It'll try to output that way. So yeah, fun stuff. We don't really need to look at that right now. I'm going to look at that probably in between episodes. We're getting pretty close to the 30-minute mark, which means I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. 30 minutes for me, probably closer to like 25-ish minutes for you guys, depending on how much I need to cut out with the ums and the ahs, all that fun stuff. So I feel like we got a pretty good amount of progress. We almost completed chapter 1 in one go, and honestly, if we went just a little bit longer, we could. But I think we'll go ahead and wait to do that next episode. I might work off camera and get some of these other little doodads over here and work on that stuff off camera. That way we can progress just a little bit further. Looks like we're actually not super far from trains. We just need to get, what is that, powdered obsidian? Which I assume we need to use our new mechanical drill for to get the obsidian, and then we probably mill or crushing wheel. Oh, we can do it with blackstone. Interesting. I assume obsidian's in here somewhere. Yes. So there's a 25% chance you just get the obsidian back. That is awesome. I love sustainable crafting. It's not really sustainable because you eventually will run out, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Again, thank you for the support on that last video. Holy crap, you guys are amazing. I don't even know where it's at now. It's probably at like 1.1 thousand or so, or getting close to it. But you guys are amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot more. A lot more got done instead of so much reading. The reading was the hindrance on that last video. Oh, look at that. We get to view a beautiful sunset. We're gonna let the game lag for just a second. Let the shaders set in. Let our little front yard pond give off its waves as the sun sets. Man, this game with shaders is beautiful. I love it. Anyway, thank you guys so much. If you guys have stuck around this long, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate it so much. And we will continue on. Hopefully we'll get into chapter 2 next time. Looks like we should. We got one more thing to do, and that's really not that hard to do at all. So that should be pretty dang easy. Anyway, again, I thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!